Hello, welcome. Today we are going to look at another great organization that is here to support the 22Q people out there, and this is called the 22Q Family Foundation. We're going to just take a quick peek at their webpage just to get you familiar with it and help you to kind of maneuver it. And if you haven't seen it before, this will kind of give you a bird's eye view of what it looks like. So they have their tabs here that have the links below them, so you can kind of see where they head. Up here, you can create an account, and they have a contact us. They also have a great search button if you're looking for anything in particular. All right, so let's start here at the About Us. It starts to give their story. I think that's a great place to start where you can read about them and learn why they decided to do this as a family. So it's a great start to that. And then their mission statement, dedicated to raising awareness for 22q 11.2 deletion syndrome while connecting, supporting, and offering accurate information to families affected by the disorder. I just love that it's right there in the beginning. And then they have their story here. So there's a little bit more on that as you learn about them. And then the team, who's on the team, get great pictures to see who's on there. And they give little descriptions of each person that's on the team so you can learn a little bit more about them and get a little more connected. You also learn about some of those people that are actually living with 22Q and are a part of this organization. So it's a great way to learn more about them and get connected. And you can ask questions and things like that. So it's great. The next tab over is what is 22Q? So this is a great place to look. So we get an overview because some of us really are not quite aware of what it is. So you can kind of get an idea of what it is. And then some people's stories are here. I love to read those as well. They're great to hear how it affects different people. It has so many different strands to it and different ailments and things. So we look at it in a different way for each person that has it, right? So it is the second most common disorder right behind Down syndrome. So we do want to get the awareness out there. So that is the biggest reason that we are creating these videos each month, and the reason they have this in front of us. So then they have some of the latest news here and any upcoming events that are coming up to help keep you connected with them. At the bottom of their page, I'll show you this one time just so you can see there's some quick links. More questions and resources are right down here, and if you want to join them. All right. I'm going to go back to the tab for what is 22Q. There's frequently asked questions. There is one for teachers, one for physicians. There are books, informational videos, and then there's a university video library. So if you just wanted to kind of take a peek at, like, for physicians, you could kind of get some ideas about some physicians that really understand this and have the impact that have helped support this platform and this people who are living with this every day. And then maybe you want to look at some of the books that are great. So you have some of that in here as well, listed here to help you learn more about it and become better equipped if you're having to live with a child who has 22Q, or if you are an educator and want to be more supportive. All right, the next tab over is Living with 22Q. This one has several listings under it to also support you and your family. So here is a clinic list, so you can kind of be able to know where those clinics are at. And so you can see there's Boston and then Phoenix. This one, see what city it's in. It's in Florida, Georgia, Cincinnati. And there's more on the next page, 1 of 5. So you can see it's not every single hospital in the country that supports, but it does give you an idea of some that do. So it's a great way to find that. There's also a family map. So you can look at different locations around and connect with people and see where people are at. So this is kind of a fun way to connect with people as well. So you can see it's a worldwide organization. And so you can create your own as well. So I love that piece of this puzzle. And then there's resources. We're always looking for more resources to kind of help us. So here are some resources that are listed. And so I encourage you to click into these and find out more information about things like this, events around the world. So you can see what's going on everywhere, right? We saw that there was going to be this nationwide conference in September, and there's a retreat in September for the moms. Such a great idea to give them a break, right? And then there's a special education advocacy training that's virtual. And then another retreat for moms that's next year. So just kind of getting your idea around these things and trying to find out more, you would click to see more. So that's kind of some of those great resources that are available for you. Another one that I really love is the Faces of 22Q. I love this because you get to see people, what they look like, read their stories. I have really enjoyed reading quite a few of these. So I just love that impact that it has on each of us. And you can see that it's listed by state. So these are people in the state. And of course, it's not everyone. That's just those that are willing to share their story just to encourage you and others who are learning more about 22Q. So I love that this page here. All right, so on Saturday, there's also some more research studies that are going on. You can see there's a guide, Growing with Grace, and support for siblings. This is something that is great for the siblings in the house who are growing up with their brothers and sisters who are living with 22Q. This will help support them. So we can kind of take a click into that. And there's some virtual meetups that you can do. So it's really a great way to learn more and engage more. So I love that. All right, the next one is getting involved. The biggest thing that you can do to get involved is to donate. And you'll notice right here down on the bottom of their main pages, and all of them, there is that big donate button right there. You can click that at any time. And that is the true best support for this organization to help them. They also have at the bottom all of their social media, so you can stay connected that way. And you can sign up for a newsletter to get all of that information sent to you. So then you have some things like Rock Your Q. This is like their kind of logo that they have. And so a lot of their items that they have for sale in their store say Rock Your Q. So it's kind of fun way to do it. And you can print this and use it. So that is super awesome, right? There is a copy of the newsletter. So if you want to get that, you can come and get that. So if you want to have that sent to you in your email. Then there is the events calendar, the 22Q bracelet. So this is really a neat item as well. So you can order the little bracelet there. And you can, people ask you, what is that? And you can educate them. That's the biggest thing. We want to educate people. There are also some little awareness pamphlets that you can order and a little bit more about the November awareness. That's our big awareness month. Okay, the next thing is 22Q education. So there's a application. There's also they have a scholarship program that they use, the Riley Dempster scholarship that you can apply for. So it's a great way to connect. They also have the school success. I think this is a great item to share with educators. You know, if you're having to send your student into public education and you want them to know, or private education as well, you can request this and have it sent to them. And this is a way for them to really understand. I've read through it and I really enjoy it. It's a great way to learn even more. The last item on here is the family shop. So here's where you can get some items that also support the program as well. So we have 22Q stuffed animal. And there's some videos with him in it. He's really cute. Then there's that Rock Your Q t-shirts that I mentioned before. And when people ask you about it, this is when you can really engage with them and tell them more about the organization. So it's super helpful to do that as well. So you can see there's several pages of items. They have little bags, shirts, different things to just support them. You can search that way. You can search over here and filter it by different items. If you wanted to get a mug or maybe a candle or a dad hat, there's just different things that you can get. And these support the program as well. So we're going to go back to the main page really quickly. It takes a couple of clicks. So when you get to that and you want to click on it, you click the Q and it takes you right back to the home where you get to see the wonderful faces of everyone that is participating in this little show. And this changes over time as more and more people share their photos with the program. So I just want to encourage you to take a few minutes to click onto this website. It's 22qfamilyfoundation.org, and just check it out and learn more about the organization and how you can support and let other people know more about it. And if people ask you, what is 22Q? You can become an expert yourself. All right, so we'll see you next month.